Yo, what is up? It is Chris from TC Gaming, and I'm coming at you guys with number one. Episode 1 of Madden 17. All pro packs. 3 are. Kind of want to buy one of these, but I really can't. So we are gonna do some solo challenges. This is a team I'm rocking with. I've already made some upgrades, gotten some players. This is my offense. This is the team I'm rocking with on defense. And these are my specialists. Okay. So, we're going to be doing some solo challenges. Actually, I think we're going to jump into a head-to-head matchup. Locking down our team. So, this week, I'm probably going to be pumping out these videos, as many as I can, because it's the last week that I have until school. So, we in.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play.
So our first game, we're going to be receiving first against Dallas.
Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. And on the return, here
I'm
comes
playing
Adam
somebody
Jones.
in the Super Bowl. I don't know what's up with that. That's weird.
Brady now on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
That was
a great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
That was really bad.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Over the middle,
That
catch by Coleman. It's a gain of 9
was just bad.
yards.
It wasn't even
And
good.
it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. From the shotgun, Griffin. Here's the first NFL reception for the rookie Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
That was
Selleck, a 2-yard
really bad.
Grab, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
It's okay. We can still get this W.
It's Sturgis to send it away.
If we can.
This is at the
25,
goal line.
that would be nice.
And a pretty good return
Can
here.
get to
He'll be stopped
24.
just shy of the
Okay.
25 at the 24-yard line.
Wow, that was bad. That first play kind of sucks.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll
Don't
look to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2.
So we're trying to mix in the run game with the pass game.
Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
I think this will work as long as they're not that good. And we got the first. Let's go.
Have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the first.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
I wasn't even watching.
Like a 12-yard loss there.
2nd and 22.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
I'm getting
totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
Oh, let's go!
Now that's complete to Brian Quick.
Let's go! Throwing dots out here.
That's going to bring up the 3rd down.
It's my first dot.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
3rd and 3.
And allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Don't know if this is the smartest run.
Brady gives this one to
Yup. Let's go, first down.
46,
get in the first. Let's go.
On the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's throw some dots now.
Play number 6 on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line.
So these are my
defensively. Throwing on first down is
dots. We got dots. We got dots.
Marked down deep in Dallas.
Let's
Story. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Should have backjuked that guy, but
timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed.
Mix it in the run, and I don't know why I'm hurrying up. I'm just gonna let the clock run out. But we are mixing in the run and the pass.
Alongside Charles
I feel that I've gotten a lot better
in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got
than
it
last
2nd
year
and 4 to start things
at
out.
Madden. I'm gonna try the same play. I think I'm gonna rock with the Rams Stadium this year.
Set up 1st and goal.
After this game,
so many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's
I think we got another 6-yard run.
Now Lewis trying to run inside, but
Lewis.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
We're doing PA pass shot.
Off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run. Because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. Ignition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
Even right now.
Let's see if this will work.
Out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it?
And he's in.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Get the TD. We're going with the Pat.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
Hopefully we can get
and
it.
The Patriots are within an extra.
No.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Pat's hard this year.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis
Kicking's
to
hard
send
this
it
year.
away.
I'm not very good at it.
On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
That was lucky.
Line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty
Send us
good
some
about their
Peters.
game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. From the gun, it's Griffin. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of pain emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. Be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
Partner was a definite passing down and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
First before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these. Players nowadays at that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination in their routes.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On first down, Griffin. Flushed out right. 59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Hey, there we go. Sorry about that, guys.
And on second
My
and 10
batteries
now.
didn't work.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again on second and 10, Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That was a smart play.
3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front.
You get 1, you run,
But as you
or
talk
1
about
yard.
in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They come out here in the eye. From midfield now, here's Griffin. On the move to it. Go on the run, deep left side.
Use that swap button. Always. Always use that swap button. What's up with this dude?
Trying to get it to Michael
There we go.
Crabtree there. And it'll be 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. To throw is RG3.
Oh, let's go.
And that will be incomplete as well.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into
right
their
there.
passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to
Oh,
them.
I missed
But
it.
sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are
I knew
running
he
it.
was throwing it there too. Damn. Dang it.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
If they get this,
they'll try and throw for it with Griffin.
let's
This is
go.
incomplete.
Let's go.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're
call
hoping to
corner
catch-
strike.
They were
Get
able to put
stopped
together a scoring drive, but they're
unless
still down here, Charles.
they're usering.
The major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together.
That time
They've
is
got
stopped,
to keep them
'cause
moving in the right direction.
click
Because
on
as you
cheese.
did note, they are down on the
But
scoreboard.
it's okay.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, now Brady. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there?
So we got that
Freezing the
first.
defense just enough to bring the tight end.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a
I didn't even
timeout by
realize
the
that.
offense. It's just
I
their
didn't get out of
first, so
bounds.
they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
We can get into
Looks like the defense
the
in press
20-ish.
coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down
Hey,
to
they're telling me to do a
remaining
field
here
goal.
as we head toward halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Hail Mary trips.
Final play of the half. It's Griffin. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So
They get ball at half.
So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter.
I like the new.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
It's fun.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going,
Corey Coleman. Touchdown, Cowboys. Corey Coleman, 65 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to
Okay, so this guy is obviously good at kicking field goals.
I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That was
fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it
got past the 25
and up to the 28-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hopefully we can hit Lewis on the Texas route.
Brady now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I did not invest in my line this year.
He buries him for a loss of 10. On third and long, it's Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't.
I think if it's that easy here. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have derailed his career up until this point. Now we're seeing some more evidence of him using his legs again, but he does have to be careful. They need him out on the field.
Yeah, RG3, you got to have him out. The ball comes out.
Let's go. Let's go. Get up. Get up. Run. Run. Let's go.
Set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now out come the Patriots.
Always use that X button.
Last go around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times.
Going with the end around.
A couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some space here.
Come on, quick. Why did I run out of bounds?
Out of midfield at the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Let's go. I'm so happy we got this.
And he's going to be
fumble.
about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Okay. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better.
Mine's got to hold my blocks.
Loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Brady on third down.
Come on, get it, get it. He got it, he got it. Get the first.
And it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result here on fourth down. They come out with one back and three tight ends.
That's a first. That's a first. Let's go.
And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It would have been a long field goal attempt, so when you only need a few inches, this, to me, is the right decision. And they wind up picking up the conversion on fourth down.
Run with the outside run.
They come out here in the eye. They run.
To the outside. Oh.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
So I hope Amendola's open.
Ready to throw on second down.
Let's go. Did he catch it?
There.
Oh.
Nice hit. Jars the ball
dropped
free
it.
and brings up third down.
Okay.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested.
I think this will work.
Sometimes that leads to drops.
So at 3rd and 10.
Brandon Quick is pretty quick. Oh, it didn't work.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage, the 40 at the 39. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there.
Loss.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side.
Let's go. Good swat. Good swat.
Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Oh, my God.
And he gets all the way down.
Are you kidding me? If he scores,
play there on the catch and run.
It's basically over.
Yards. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Griffin will throw again. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out
we
of his
can get
rhythm.
a strip here.
In, but somehow he was able to tuck it away
That would be the
and
best.
get away for a gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now they're inside. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And just like that, it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first.
Okay, he takes a timeout
here in the final stages. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a third and three. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity.
Is he smart?
To ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
I think that's game.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could ultimately wins them the game.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game. And
we can get it before 1:30 with one timeout.
80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope
If I don't get this, this is game.
Going for it.
Come on.
It's Brady.
Come on. Come on. Come
on.
Get it. He got it. No, I didn't. He didn't get it. That's about
incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Griffin going to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get 19 yards there, and that leads to a Dallas first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and get...
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Griffin on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but
it's
running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Game over.
It's a 10-yard gain.
Oh, wow. You're going to be that guy.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This dude.
Dree Archer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
Wow,
finish things off
really?
Exactly what you want.
Wow.
Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
This is intercepted, picked off by Darquez Denard, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on.
Wow.
You have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
That will be the end of episode 1. This has been TC Chris. Let's redo that. That will be the end of episode 1. This has been Chris from TC Gaming, and I'm signing out.